My name is David, and my channel has some very nice Filipino viewers. I'm a little nervous about making a video on how to find work if you're an American or if you are white. Everything I discuss will be legal under Philippine laws. I am not seeking to offend my Filipino viewers. I will show you how, as an adult or child, you can find work in the Philippines based off of you not being a Filipino. I know my channel is not watched by 3-year-olds, but a lot of us have kids. I've divided this video into chapters, so if you're Caucasian, American, Brit, Canadian, you can jump right to Chapter 4, A Job for Old White Guys, or Chapter 2, Voice Acting if you have the pipes. Chapter 1 is on how my 9-month-old landed a job because she is mixed race, and Chapter 3 is on how a mixed Kiwi kid made 20,000 pesos in one night as a Grab driver. He was 6 years old at the time. I know a lot of foreigners come here and want to be English tutors. I do have an American friend who's married to a Filipina. He does side work as an English tutor. His real work is setting up a craft whiskey distillery and an associated bar. If you can get work legally in the Philippines, there are English tutoring jobs you can get. Chapter 1. My 9-month-old gets a job. My week started like this. 3 of my friends at Eastwood have their kids registered with talent agents. These are not parents trying to have their kids jump into TV or the movies. The general idea is to have the kid's photo used in advertising. If you watch this video, you know Rexy and Artie. Both their kids are registered with an agency. To be clear, I mean their kids together and not Artie's 19-year-old son who bagged both of their nannies in the same week. That video deserved more than 2,500 views. Through one of her friends, my wife learned a talent agent wanted kids under 1 year old who were white. This would be for an advertising photo shoot. We're not selling babies on the black market yet. I have my 9-month-old twins, so my wife forwarded 2 photos taken from an iPhone to the talent agent. I look up if it's legal. I ran a company in the Philippines, so I know HR law pretty well, just not laws about photographing kids. Protection based off the color of your skin is covered under multiple laws. One targets the disabled, and one targets women's rights. So, can a client request white kids for advertising? Yes. It falls under BFOQ, which means bona fide occupational qualifications. In Latin, bona fide means good faith. Why are my 9-month-old twins qualified for this occupation? The client is a store, and this advertising campaign is targeting Filipinos and Caucasian foreigners. A lot of you Euros, Aussies, and Canadian dads, this is your kids too. I am not taking this seriously, but one of my twins gets selected by the agent. The agent sends off 12 photos to the client, which is a major Filipino business. I promise everyone watching knows this business, and you have been in one of their branches, facilities, you've been there. 24 hours later, my kid makes the final cut. The kid is picked by the client. A neighbor's kid is also selected for a slot for kids between 1 and 2 years old. The wife went off and spent 750 pesos on photos for the kids at a local photography studio. There are 3 of these in Eastwood. I signed off on the expense. I helped her get the kids near the studio, but I did not go inside. See, when a white guy shows up at a business, the price might go up. We don't have a date for this shoot. We don't have a contract. Say the kid makes 10,000 pesos. I will put that money in a scholar share account. I'll put the same money in accounts for my 21-year-old son, my 7-year-old, and my other twin. Food for thought for all you guys who've fathered kids here. This likely won't work if you live in a remote province. Chapter 2. I get solicited legally. While this whole photography thing is going on, I asked some questions online. Is this legal? Has anyone dealt with signing these contracts before? A woman responds with answers, and I know her from a Facebook group. Turns out she's a freelance advertising producer. I don't know really what that is, but she and I know some celebrities in common. She asks for a link to my YouTube and she watches part of a video. Then she asks, do I want to read some dummy scripts so my voice can be kept on file? So I asked her, aren't there Filipinos with deep voices who can read ads in English? She explains under BFOQ, some clients want a native English speaker, not a Filipino who knows English. I would be a good voice for some American product or service they are selling in the Philippines. Fine Corinthian leather. I'm from Boston, and clearly I'm not using my Bath accent. I agree to read the sorry. I agreed to read the dummy scripts, and she even offered me studio time because my condo has a lot of background noise, air conditioners. Will this go anywhere? I don't know. It's a lark, it's a hobby. It might be nice to make some money not writing software. More money from my kids' scholar share accounts. Chapter 3. The half Kiwi kid earns 20,000 pesos as a Grab driver. This is a little bit of a gray area. One of the mixed kids I know looks 100% Caucasian. His dad is from New Zealand. He's a friend. His mom is Filipina. The kid is registered with a talent agency, but that is not how he scored money. His mom spent 1,500 pesos for a Grab motorcycle delivery costume for Halloween. All the photos you're seeing are real. I've swapped out the face of the real child. I'm using a stock image I have licensed. The real kid is much cuter. On Halloween, all the kids go around the mall and trick or treat the stores. The Anta Kids sports shoe store has a costume contest. I think the Grab motorcycle costume is the best, regardless of the kid's parentage. My daughter was dressed as Wednesday. The kid wins 20,000 pesos in a gift card to the store. That's 2 months' pay for a lot of Filipinos. He was the whitest looking kid. There were a lot of cute kids. I do think he had the best costume, but being white may have helped. Here's an image of the kid as a Caucasian, and here's an image of the kid as a Filipino. I think he would have won regardless of his parentage. The parents then treat everyone to free sneakers, but sneakers cost 5,000 pesos. My 7-year-old and two other girls have free 5,000 pesos sneakers. I would have rather bought, 100 pair of flip-flops for kids who can't afford shoes. I never earned 20,000 pesos at age 6. Chapter 4. How old white guys can earn. I felt a little bad about pitching the idea of voice acting because it's not like I trained to have a deep voice. My voice turned this at age 11. Fear not, old white guys, you can earn. The Philippines is entering the burrs. September to December means Christmas decorations go up at the malls and the Christmas music starts. If you're a Caucasian foreigner, time to start gaining weight and stop shaving. You guessed it. If you're fat and scruffy and can say, ho, 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 you can be a mall Santa. I am actually serious. It is money. And if you want to score some extra during the holidays, it is a paying job for Caucasian people. It's also a job that you're not taken from a Filipino. You fall under the legal doctrine of bona fide occupational qualification. This is a video from Eastwood Santa's Village from last year. My wife was home with the newborn twins, so I was with my kid and 5 moms and their kids. Santa kept talking to me. He was bored. I was taking videos of the kids. I was the only white guy. So he kept asking things like, "Ooh, what do you want for Christmas?" With a kid on his lap, or "Have you been a good boy or girl?" He was flat out bored. Santa sees me and moving around with a pack of 5 Filipinas, 10 or 12 kids. So Santa looks at me and says, "You must have been a very good boy. What do you get your wives for Christmas?" True story. This is my Philippines. I always keep it real. Catch you in the next one.